So this video is going to be about my 1988 Volkswagen van again that has a Subaru engine and transmission conversion done to it, and I'm currently 1,000 miles away from home. This is going to be about what it's like to drive my 1988 Volkswagen van again 1,000 miles. So here we are front and center in the van. We got neutral, we got clutch. Alright, we got it running. Oil pressure's good, I got coolant, temp, and RPM slowly come down. The old Sub has been running good the whole time. I already have a little bit over 1,000 miles in it, and we're about to put 1,000 more. Alright guys, so we are filling up now. I just stopped and I just checked the oil. The oil is good, and leaving Orlando now, going to Ohio. So with the full tank, I'll be able to tell you guys the exact fuel mileage, and we're gonna get back on highway and get home. So I'm getting a little bit low on fuel, but this is the speed I've pretty much been carrying, a little bit under, a little bit over sometimes. But I'm at about 3,200 RPM, and I'm doing a little bit over 70, but my speedo is a couple off. So this is probably exactly 70. I'm gonna pull over and get some fuel and calculate my MPG. All right guys, so we made it to Georgia and I just filled up. I got 274 miles to that tank, and I got 11.98 gallons of fuel in there. So I'll just say 12. So I do 274 divided by 12. So close to 23 miles per gallon on that tank, and that was going 70 miles an hour. 70 miles an hour is pretty good in this van. It's not like too high of an RPM for the engine. It's like high enough to where you can kind of carry up hills like a little bit. The wind noise is loud in here, like because the window seals are like old, and the back slider windows leak. Definitely going slower is quieter, way better on fuel, and I don't know, it's just kind of easier on the van and your ears and yourself, because you're not like feeling like you have to like drive all over the road and this thing's moving, and semi trucks and other cars are kind of pushing you around because this thing's so big and so flat in the front. The flatness in the front is what kills these vans miles per gallon. We got 23, almost basically 23 mpg at 70. Let's see what 65 brings us. The van is absolutely running fantastic. No hiccups, no nothing. The Subaru engine is super smooth. It revs super clean, it's freaking awesome. The Subaru transmission's even better because I originally had the Volkswagen Trans with the Sub, and that's just, it works good, but with the stock gearing, it's just not like set up for this engine, and it doesn't work like 100% right until you have like a proper trans. So the trans is why I'm getting such good gas mileage. So just outside of Atlanta, I stopped. Clearly it's raining, and my windshield wipers are absolute trash. I got 130 miles on this tank, so that's about half of what I wanted to do, but I knew that the rain, it's just harder to drive this thing when it's raining and it's at night, and it's like, it's sketchy. It's loud, like the road noise is loud, and it's not as easy as a newer car to like rip down the road with these conditions. So I figured I would fill up and see what 65 miles an hour got me. There was a lot more hills that time, so that will take a toll on my like economy. Also my bike is on the back bike rack, and darn it, I feel so bad for my bike because it just gets all wet, and the back of my van gets super nasty because of the draft it creates in the back. The back hatch and everything else back there gets so nasty after I drive it when it rains. So I'm hoping, never mind, it's bad, it's done, it needs washed. So that's that, and yeah, I'm gonna buy new windshield wipers. I stopped this windshield wiper right at the top, and I got a tape measure that I was measuring to see how much of a bigger windshield wiper I could get, and I think I can go up 2 sizes, which will be 1 inch on each side. The van's running good, oil pressure's good, coolant temp's good, no check engine lights. It's just ripping along fine, so no weird noises, like nothing. This thing is super solid, I feel good about it. Man, my poor bike, soaking wet. Alright guys, so we got 130 on the odometer. You can't see that, so we got 5.4. So 130 divided by 5.4. is 24 miles per gallon, and that is freaking great. I was being super easy on that tank, and I was really watching the hills, and I was getting like more speed and then kind of coasting back up them and barely getting in the throttle at all. That's probably the best that I could get unless I really dropped my speed. That was at 65. So if I went 60, which is very slow, you're getting passed up, you're getting blown by, like people are roasting you on the highway if you're doing 60. Even at 65, people are blown by me. I could probably get that up to 24 and a half, maybe 25 if I went slow enough. All right guys, so I got the cheap ones. They were $4.47 a piece. Shoot, I'm gonna see all these things. Oh, that's so much nicer. It hasn't been that nice in years. All right guys, first cold start of the day. And we are good to go. Van is running good. So this tank of fuel is gonna be kind of bad because we're gonna be getting into a bunch of hills and pretty steep climbs. So I'm gonna be hammering down too because it is almost 8 o'clock right now. It's 7:45 and I still got a 6-hour drive. That's one nice thing about a van. A van again is you can sleep in parking lots or Walmarts, you know, wherever. This is a Planet Fitness. I took a shower last night, so I'd be ready for today. I've never bought a hotel. Like, I just sleep in the van, and it's freaking sweet, dude. So next day, the drive is going good. I slept at a Planet Fitness, and the van's been ripping along the road fine. I have 280 miles on this tank. It's 12.85, so 280 divided by 12.85 equals 21.78. So that's still pretty good. So on that tank I got 244 miles and I just got 11.58. 44 divided by 11.58 and we got 21. So 21 is about the worst I've ever gotten. I don't think I've ever seen it in the 20s, and like I said, that is beating this thing on the hills, downshifting into fourth, revving to like 42, sometimes 4,400 RPMs, and just letting it eat. I don't mind revving the Subaru engine. It freaking revs so smooth and it's like super quiet. I don't know, I just feel like I can take it. So I just let it go. Trying to keep up with traffic, and people get behind you and they get frustrated, everyone's passing you. That's just how it is in a bus. So yeah, 21 is about the worst I get. Oh man, we made it. All right guys, so just made it home. Pulled up to the old garage and my brother's out here messing with stuff. So the van ran great the whole time. I just did the math and did a little bit under 2,300 miles. Dude, it ran freaking awesome. The MPG was good and no hiccups whatsoever. So if you guys like this kind of stuff, definitely stick around, and I'll be posting more about this van. Anything I missed, I'll add in the description below. I will reply to all the comments. So I'm hungry right now. It's Thanksgiving. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna unload this crap, and I'll see you guys in the next one.